Okay, hi, good morning, good afternoon, good evening. Sorry for the delay. Facebook has changed how it does lives again. So I was like tinkering all of a sudden again. I was like, wait, it's different from the last time. All right. So, how is everybody? Hi, hi, hi. If you're here, go ahead and let me know you're here. I'm going to see if how I see comments this time. So, when you comment and let me know you're here, then I can see where in the world it's going to be now. Oh my goodness gracious. So, this is all about what's pulling at you. I've been getting messages from many of you and having conversations where y'all are telling me there's just a lot of things pulling at you in different directions. And so, not only are we going to identify what's pulling at us, especially if we've kind of just been going nonstop without really thinking about it, without just really getting to be present with what's going on, our feelings, our considerations around this. I'm also going to do a little quick exercise with y'all so that you not only you can use what's pulling at you to have more energy, more clarity instead of it just being like it's pulling, and you're like drink, and you're like okay. So, and this is something that was a great reminder to me for to do because I've also been having a lot of things pulling at me. So I love y'all's questions and these conversations that we have because it allows me to be like, oh, that's right. I got this other thing in my toolbox. Oh, I got this other thing in my toolbox. Let's pull these out. Let's see what else we can do. So thank you. Thank you for that. And I hope this contributes to you. I'm going to make this really quick because I know things are pulling at you. So I don't want to take too much of your time. I am going to ask very kindly, gently, I'm going to ask that you actually participate and you comment. Even if you check this out as a replay, put hashtag replay so I know that you're catching it as a replay, and then go ahead and follow along with me. I'm going to make it super easy and fast. So let's go over some of the things that may be pulling at us, right? So does anyone, I'm going to put the possible things also in the chat too, so that you can see what you might want to write. You can do it as a word or you can do it as an emoji, whatever works best for you. So does anyone have a business that is pulling at them? Anybody else is an entrepreneur, solopreneur, working with a business and their considerations? Maybe you're managing somebody's business, maybe you're managing an aspect of someone's business like their YouTube channel or their social media platforms. Maybe you're doing outreach in the community. Okay, there's all these different businesses and aspects of business. So is business pulling at you? Ugh. All right, if you so, go ahead and put business, or you can put that little emoji that I have next to business in the chat. Okay. How about kids? Y'all know I work a lot with kids and families. And if you don't, I work a lot with kids and families. And not only am I thinking about the kids that I'm working with directly, but the kids of the future. And so a lot of what I'm doing is getting messages. I wake up this morning and I'm like, oh, what else do I need to do for these kids? And it's very much like I have them in my house talking at me, even though they're not my biological kids. So maybe you have your own kids, maybe you work with kids, you're thinking of lesson planning. The school year is about to start in a little bit for a lot of people around the country, right? Maybe it's in August, maybe September, but it's really around the corner. And are you already thinking about those kids? Are you thinking about getting your kids ready for school? For that transition. Maybe it's the first time that they're going to be going to a new school. Maybe they're going to daycare. All right. Okay. Just notice. Notice how your body is. These pulls can show up in a different way. Sometimes the pull is actually kind of like a push. Like it's pulling at you, but you feel like a weight, or you feel like this your breathing changes. So as I'm saying these things, notice how your body responds. Maybe some of these things is something you were already aware of that was pulling at you, that you are like attending to and energetically that you're flowing some energy to. And maybe these are things that you're like, oh, I didn't even realize it's this and this and this. Okay, got it. Okay. No wonder. No wonder. All right. How about, elderly parents? I got both mom and dad here. You can pick which emoji you want. If it's maybe just mom, it's maybe just dad, maybe it's both, maybe it's an auntie. Whatever works for you. You can put the emoji, you can put elderly parents. there is a lot of my friends right now, we're at that age where we are at that sandwich generation. This is a term I just found out about. Have you heard of this term? Where you have kids that you're raising, but you also now have your parents that are maybe having deteriorating health in some way, and so you're in the middle, that sandwich. It's a brilliant term. As soon as I heard it, I was like, oh, I got it. And, ooh. And so if you have some of that, you may have both the kids that you wrote down here and you have the parents, right? And so how does that feel in your body? Do you feel like a smushed sandwich? Is it an Oreo? I know Oreos aren't sandwiches, but to me they sound really yummy and a more fun way to think of a sandwich situation. Okay. Is it like a panini or you're being pressed? Ah! All right. What does that look like for you? I'm trying to add some levity, y'all, because this can be so heavy. It can be so, so heavy, and I'm trying to have it so it's a little less heavier for y'all, in whatever way you're willing for it to be lighter. All right, and then how about if you have any health considerations? You know, I used to have a lot of autoimmune issues. Some of you might know I'm dealing with some vagus nerve activation, given what's been going on in the last couple of years with having so many people pass and taking care of my grandmother with my mom. And so I have some health stuff that I'm working on, but I'm getting better and better and better, and it's not impacting my day-to-day living as much as it was before. But maybe that is something that you're considering. Maybe you have pain. Maybe you have a diagnosis of some kind. Maybe you have something chronic or progressive. Whatever it is, your experience is often informed by that because it affects your body, and your body is how you get to experience and interact with the world. So just acknowledge that. Say, hey, this is something I have going on and it's pulling at me. It's something that I need to attend to that maybe somebody else doesn't need to attend to. Okay? More specifically, I actually even put, just in case you had pain, I put the pain emoji and the word pain if you want to explicitly say that. Now, here's another one that I've been hearing from y'all a ton about. You were actually asking for more topics around this for the Choosing a Different Future podcast. I hear you. I'm going to make some more episodes on this. I'm going to get some more experts on the show as well to help me talk about it. Maybe some fun family and friend guests. And here's what it is. It's relationship stuff. Relationship issues. If you have any relationship concerns right now, I've been single too long. I'm not having fun dating. I'm going on all these dates and people are messaging me and it's just like, how do I decide who to go with, who to not go with, or how to actually find somebody that's a quality person for me. That doesn't mean that they're not a quality person in general. They're just not really compatible. We're not really vibing, right? I get it. I love dating. I think that dating is super, super fun. I love dating in relationships. I love dating outside of relationships. Dating can be super, super fun. And there's ways to let go of all the stuff that makes it really clunky and not as enjoyable. Okay? So there's also those of you that are in relationships that maybe you've been in a relationship for a year or multiple years, and there's things around that have shifted, and you're mulling that over. You're asking questions, I hope. You're considering if you want to stay, if you want to go. If that's something that's going on for you, go ahead and put relationship concerns in the chat. Oh, hi. Yes. Okay, job concerns in the chat. Pain is definitely going on as well. Thank you for chiming in. Yeah. And then there's also those of you that are dealing with moving, with home stuff. Maybe you're doing renovations, repairs. Maybe you're looking for your new place, maybe to rent, maybe to buy. The market everywhere is bananas. I know it well. And here's the thing. That is also can be a source of stress because it can be a haven for you, or it can be something that's banging up against your body because that's where you're spending your eating time, your meals, your sleep. All of that can be impacted by whatever's going on in your home and whoever is in your home. So what if that could be a bit easier for you? What if all these things that are pulling at you could actually be giving you more energy? And this is something that I'm asking for myself, because literally everything that we've listed has been something that either is currently going on or has at one point been relevant to me. Now, please don't make anything that's not relevant to you for my empathetic antenna, very tapped into energy people out there that are watching this. Please don't take on anyone who's watching this video, their stuff. If it's not relevant to you, keep it that way. And let's just look at what's yours. So after you've identified all the things that are pulling at you, this is what we're going to do. All right, you ready for this? I told you I was going to make this fast. So notice where you are flowing energy out. To kids, to business, to family, in whatever way. It could be elderly parents. It could be whoever's in your household, your partner, your relationships, okay? Notice that. Notice how you feel in your body, how that feels in your body. For those of you that have checked out my other videos, you know that I'm very much about listening to our bodies, receiving messages from our bodies, and then knowing what to do with those messages. Okay. And now, actually consciously flow energy instead of it being unconscious where it's a drain. Flow it to your kids, flow it to your relationships, flow it to your health. If you'd like, you can start it from behind you, through your body, and out to wherever it is in your world, wherever they are in your world. If it is health, maybe it's right here in front, and you're flowing energy from your body to that. But start from behind you, because that's what's really key. There's infinite amount of energy available from the universe, from the earth, from those around us, if we're willing to receive from them. And so when we do this, notice how your body responds. It's like, oh, even just that, even though I'm flowing to these things, to these people, I'm actually feeling more energized. I actually feel like this energetic traction, this pulling. My posture is getting better right now. It takes some practice, but it works. So do that a couple more times to whatever things you identified as pulling at you. Just let it flow. Instead of it being a pull, be like, here you go. I got it. Here you go. Here. Go for it. Mwah. There it is. All the loving. All right. And then, if you're willing, what if you actually started from behind them, through them, and toward you? Are you willing to receive back more energy? Have it be the yum to your body. Just notice how that feels. And include all those different things you identified. So if it's pain, did you know that you can actually say, hey, hi pain, and talk to it? And say, all right, what if you gave me energy today instead of distracted me, instead of made it tiresome? Okay. And where is that pain? Do you want to have it outside of you like a little alien? For some of you, you've told me that the pain actually feels like a little goblin. Okay. Hi, little goblin. That is the pain. I'm still playful with it, even if I know it's a goblin, right? And then I can flow energy from behind it, through it, and to my body. If you have money concerns, we didn't even talk about money. Money, yeah. We can put that in there. Yeah, I don't have the emoji ready for money, so I'm going to pull one up. You guys get the idea. Yeah, I'm just going to put the word. And if that's also a consideration for you. Money, money, money. And flow it through all the money in the world. Even those you haven't seen, gotten to see directly, that you haven't gotten to experience and play with yet. And start from behind that, through all those monies, all the different currencies in the world. I really like Australian money. I like rainbow money when there's lots of color. Yeah. And then toward your body. And so notice that, like, I've just done this for a couple minutes. It's something that you could do each day if you'd like to have more energy, especially for those of you that have been telling me that you're feeling burnt out, that you're feeling tired, overwhelmed. And it's a great reminder to me. So again, thank you for asking for this. And what if we could do it more consistently so that we have more energy to do the things that are required of us, and also be clear on the things that we'd like to do, perhaps a little bit different, so that some of these things aren't quite so loud in our worlds, because the world is really loud right now. And so what if we could have it be a little quieter and have more energy? So basically this is like an energy flow reversal. Okay, there's a lot of different ways of doing energy flows. I love them. They're a great contribution to me and my body. And the key thing is by starting behind you if you're flowing, or starting behind the thing, the person, the place, as they're flowing toward you, so that everybody gets access to this infinite amount of energy that's available to us. All right? Okay. Any questions? Let me know. Hopefully this was a contribution to you. I'm really looking to try to do more videos that contribute to you having more ease and more clarity in your life. And if possible, if you're willing, if you'd like, some more joy too. So have fun. Let me know what shows up for you, and I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.